Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see this time we are going to talk about limited edition from Eduard. It comes in a 1/48 scale and it continues line of the Spitfire story series of the kits. As you can see this time it's a pair Aspera at Astra, and it's dedicated to Spitfire Mk.V in a 1/48 scale. And of course we also have here two kits, the dual combo, you can see the small sign here, and as any other limited edition from Eduard, this one should also feature various add-ons out of the box, and of course a lot of markings as well. So we have a commercial sample here, it means you will get exactly the same stuff as what you'll see in the video review. So we are going to open exactly this box and you will get exactly the same stuff as what you'll see in the video review. First of all, I have to note the box art, it looks good in my opinion. Here you can see comparison with my hand. On the side you'll find all 12 marking options which are included here, so you can copy 2 out of this 12, and this is really cool in my opinion because it will give you a chance to have 2 interesting markings in your collection. And on the opposite side you'll find also a short list of the features. So it's Spitfire Mk.V, we have Eduard design and tools 2021, so basically it's a new plastic. We have focus on the aircraft which were flying over Europe, Mediterranean, China, Burma, India and Pacific theater, and it's a dual combo, and there are decals for 12 marking options as I said before. So it's a top opening box. As you can see, it's quite tight packaging, so I would recommend to check it before purchase. It will give you a better idea in case something is broken. But as far as you can see, mine kit is more or less fine. We also get a dual combo, so that's why we won't be checking the same stuff again and again. We will talk only about one set of sprues, which is enough for building one aircraft model. So just give me a second, I will open it right now. And we will start with the largest gray plastic sprues, and this kit might look familiar to some of you because it already was released as a limited edition. It was also released as a profit pack, and it means that some of you maybe even had the chance to assemble it before, but now we have a chance to get it together with some special markings. So here on the first sprue you can see cockpit walls, also exhaust stacks, one-piece propeller, some cockpit parts here, and everything looks fine. Maybe the only thing which I can recommend is to drill out holes in the cockpit parts so that it will look even more convincing, or you can go full scale and get the brassing upgrade, which will give you even better features, but obviously it will cost extra, so that's why it will require some additional investment, and it's not something I would recommend to anyone, let's say, or everyone. Next we continue with the second gray plastic sprue. So here you can see various parts for the tail surfaces. We also have elements for landing gear and also some parts for the cockpit, because you can open the cockpit and that will involve the separate hatch. Again, molding quality is really good. Tail wings should be glued out of 2 halves, and we have guiding elements inside, so it should be easy to connect them together. And next we continue with another plastic bag. Here we have again pair of similar frames. Okay, I can hear something is broken off. Maybe it's a propeller hub, but anyway. So first of all, we have this sprue with external fuel tanks and also new chin panels. As you can see here, they will be necessary to copy one of the options or versions of this aircraft, so pay attention to this because it will be important in case you would like to copy some particular type of the Spitfire Mk.V. And again, we have a lot of parts supplied in more than one version, so that's why it is important to choose the right one so that your aircraft will be let's say historical and precise copy of the actual aircraft. And next we continue with another gray plastic sprue. So here we continue with another set of parts. tail surfaces, another type of the fuel tank, and also propeller, cockpit wall. And note that here we have 3 pairs of exhaust stacks, so that gives you an idea what I was talking about when I say that there are some parts supplied in several versions. Now I'm opening another plastic bag with, again, pair of sprues. So I just need to take it out. Let's move this frame aside. Okay, so first of all, fuselage halves. These ones are molded, I would say, in a typical design for such aircraft kit. As you can see, both are designed together with the tail fin, and also we have here the cooling covers. But unfortunately, the top cover is separated into 2 halves. So you have to be careful while joining them together. I'm not sure why it was decided to do such thing. And here inside you can see some minor cockpit features. Obviously it will be enhanced with separate plastic parts and also with PE parts which are supplied here. And next we continue also with wing parts. So again, here you won't find anything surprising. We have 2 top panels, 1 bottom, all the air intake parts, and also ailerons are molded separately, but flaps are molded in. So in case you would like to drop the flaps, you will have to get a separate PE set, because otherwise you won't be able to do this. And there is a special recessed area, as you can see, so that it will be easier to cut off the flaps. But again, it will involve the additional investment, so it's up to you whether you would like to spend extra money. Next we continue with the clear frames. These ones come in the 2 Ziploc bags, so basically separately, but they're absolutely identical. Here we have canopy parts. As you can see, we have different parts for the open or closed canopy. So that's why it will be important to decide whether you would like to have this or that type. But other than that, I do not see any issues here. And as I said, we have various bonuses here. So just give me a second to take them out. Because, for example, we have a separate plastic bag with masks. And these are pre-cut masks. I would say typical Eduard product, but it will greatly influence the overall, let's say, experience of the assembly. And that's why I'm happy to see that it comes as a, let's say, standard inclusion. Next we continue with a P fret. So there are 2 of them. They are absolutely identical from what I can see. Just give me a second to compare them. Yeah, they carry the same set of parts, so that's why I will show only one. And we have pre-painted parts because it's a 1/48 scale. We have glazing on the dials, so that's why it is a really cool effect which should be noticeable in this scale. Next, I'm opening the first plastic bag with decal sheet. There are 2 of them in total, and I will show you first one in a second. Actually, there are 2 decal sheets of the same size inside this plastic bag, because here, as you can see, we have stencils for the aircraft. And as I said, they are printed in Eduard, so there is nothing to worry in terms of quality. And next, oh, so there are 2 big decal sheets. So just give me a second to open them as well. I'll try to do it quickly. Okay, so first one. We have 12 marking options, so no surprise that there are so many decal sheets, but still it looks quite impressive that there are so many symbols included into this kit. So here you can see the first one, we even have the shark mouth, and printing quality looks great in my opinion. Next we continue with another decal sheet. This one is a bit smaller, but here we also get the cockpit decals. That's something what does not stop to amaze me, because if you have PE parts, why would you need decals? But there are some people who actually use it instead of PE parts, and this is a bit strange in my opinion. Next we continue with assembly manual. So this one comes in form of large cover printed brochure. As you can see, we have the same cover as on the box art. Then we continue with a history note, which is quite extensive, because here we will be given a bit of history behind Mk.V or Mk.V aircraft. Next we start with the parts map. So blue color means that these parts will not be used, so pay attention in order to use the right ones. Obviously the whole process begins with the cockpit, then we gradually move on by joining the fuselage halves together and closing cockpit inside. Then we assemble wing parts, joining the wing together with the fuselage and also installing tail surfaces. Here we continue with the chin panel, which is assembled out of several panels, surprisingly. Then we assemble the wing air intake and landing gear parts. Next, what is next? Just give me a moment. Here we have also landing gear parts, and also you have here to decide whether you would like to open the cockpit or not, because it will define the choice of the parts for this hatch and of course of the canopy parts. As you can see, the exhaust stack choice will depend on the marking you choose, so pay attention to this. And here we can also install some bombs. It will also depend on the marking. It is specific only for the F and G marking. Here we start with first pair of markings. So as you can see, aircraft is shown from all possible sides, and this is really useful because it will give you a better idea on the how to paint this aircraft, and it might be also important for some complex camouflages on this aircraft. I really like this shark mouth from Greece, February 1945. Next we continue with two more aircraft. These ones are coming a bit earlier. And here are two more. So as you can see, there are quite colorful choices, and of course on the last page we have a stenciling guide. But as for the whole kit, it should be already available and you can get it on official Eduard website. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about such a list. Do not forget to write it here in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.